Right, I am sitting comfortably, so let us begin. Welcome back to the Anfield Boot Room. Lots has happened. I last left you on the 12th of September. It is now the 26th of December, so I thought I'd record a bit of a catch-up episode and then play a match at the end of it, and then we'll see what happens in January. I'm not quite sure much will, but I said that last time. So yes, we left you on a resounding 3-1 win against Burnley. In the coming matches, I would like to play a bit of Liverpool bingo, and the rules are, I thought of this earlier and now I can't actually remember. So the rules are either we give away a penalty, I think we get a man sent off, or they score their first shot on target, or they score all of their shots on target, something like that. So there'll be occasions where that stuff happens, and it's incredibly frustrating. But you know, we've done how we've done. I'll show you how we've done. We started off our Champions League campaign, which was Group D, which, if you remember rightly, was the group of death. I won't show you how that ended up, although obviously you can see some of the results. I beat Monaco. Dejan Lovren got sent off in the 18th minute and conceded a penalty. That was the best thing ever. I laughed. The Liverpool squad laughed. Everyone else just wasn't very good. But yeah, Balotelli started off. I think this started off him being just on fire for basically everything. Played Arsenal the next week, and we gave away a penalty. There we go. There's one of the bingo. So let's have a look. Did we statistically trounce Arsenal? I can't quite remember. I mean, we did. We had more shots and then we had better chances. We both hit the woodwork twice. We both had 2 clear-cut chances. So really, we edged that one, to be fair, even though we did create more shots, create more chances rather. But yeah, good performances from the likes of Balotelli, who has become a crowd favourite actually. And yeah, a nice assist from Saul, goal from Mamadou Sakho. Yeah, this was the introduction to this Liverpool team of actually defenders scoring goals. Last year, none of our defenders scored any goals. I think at the end of the season, Sakho had 1 and Skirtle had 1. And so if we can introduce that to our game, then that's all positive. So yeah, lovely victory against Arsenal. Played Millwall in the Capital One Cup. We played a muchly reserved team. Oh yeah, we've got Gololongo, which means tall neck. So that was formerly Daniele Rugani, but he used his neck to good effect there and scored a goal. Yeah, the rest of this was muchly a reserve team. You've got the likes of Bazoa, Kranovita, Mighty Mouse, etc. Yeah, I'll show you later how upset I am about everyone's development, but that's fine. Yeah, a 1-0 loss versus Chelsea. Kind of fine with that. It's always going to happen. Stuff like this always happens. I'm trying to build a really consistent side that will succeed in the league, but you know, ultimately there are some teams with some great quality out there. Diego Costa is one of those great quality players. He didn't even play that well, and he still scored against a less experienced defence than last time, and even the more experienced defence struggled. So yeah, I did have enough chances, but I couldn't score. I can't remember anything massively significant, but yeah, a 1-0 loss. We then went on to beat Real Madrid in the group stage 5-2. Absolutely unbelievable. I was actually, yeah, this was a very frustrating game, in fact, because we blasted them. We absolutely blasted them. Cristiano Ronaldo got injured in the 18th minute, and I was like, yes! I knew they had no one good at attacking on the bench. It was all defenders, midfielders. Apart from this lad, Boya Mayoral, who sounds more like an election than a football player. Of course, he comes on and scores. Just scores an absolutely terrible goal, and then obviously Isco is still on the pitch. So I was kind of upset actually to concede those goals. As you can see, they only had 4 shots on target, and we just absolutely dominated. We were worth the 5 goals, really. So that was awesome. Balotelli again sticking a good few in. Kennedy, I seem to remember that goal was awesome, but I don't want to click on it just in case it bugs up the game again, and I didn't appreciate that last time. Yeah, we then avoided the European bounce by beating Swansea 3-1. Again, absolutely dominated. They scored with their first shot on target. Da-da, bingo. Yeah, quite upset with that because they didn't. They just were dead in the game. But as you can see by the layout, we went ahead and then they almost immediately equalised. But then we got one back straight away. So it was a good sign. I have confidence in my side to score a lot of goals. And that's exactly what they did. Lucas Badger ran the game. Oh yeah, I've changed Lucas Pitbull's name to Lucas Badger because I like Badgers better, and he played one game very much honey badgerly. He literally, I don't know how he didn't get sent off. He committed about 15 fouls, and so I was like, man, this guy isn't even a pitbull. He's a honey badger. Although honey badger sounds like a silly name, so he's Lucas Badger. Honourable Badger mention. So yeah, there he is, and he's got a neck as thicker than his head. So I'm not sure that's a very badgery trait, but anyway. Yes, so 3-1 victory against Swansea. Lovely. We had a nice week's rest after that. That was really good. So we managed to smash Bournemouth 3-0. Was all good here, I think. 3 clear-cut chances, 3 goals. You can't argue with that, really. Gabriel Barbosa doing well. Kranovita running in the midfield. I think that was one of his few starts. Kolalunga playing well at the back, and Mamana playing well at the back. Mamana. So yes, he all going smoothly. We also managed to polish off Roma 4-2 in the group stage. Brilliant. Yeah, they scored their first 2 shots on target. Bingo. It's getting old for me too, but this was how frustrating it was. But then we got a penalty. Balotelli, then Carlos Baiano kicked off again. He's really going strongly this season as well. Daniel Sturridge was injured in this game. So Daniel Sturridge, up until now, had been doing rather well. And then he tore his hamstring in muchly a Sturridge-y sort of way. This hasn't happened to me before. He'd been clean of injuries most of last season. So I'm thinking that might be the signal to me, the fact that he's missed 3 months, to move him on for, if not 45, probably about 30 million. Because there's always... even after he was injured for about a month, there was still a bit of interest. Although I don't really want to sell him to the likes of Arsenal or Chelsea or Tottenham because he's still really good. So let's not do that. Man City, I bet Man City would be loads of money. Anyway, we'll find out about that. And then, very frustratingly, suffered the European bounce, a loss to Aston Villa. This was, I mean, absolutely unbelievable. They scored their first shot on target. Their second shot on target was in something like the 92nd minute. So they were beating me 2-1, having had only 1 shot on target. It was Maxi Meyer who smacked the ball off the line, smacked it directly into Timo Horn's arse, and then it went in. So it really wasn't Timo Horn's fault. Tim O'Horn. Yeah, Brad Guzan had the game of his fecking life. Of course he did. Memphis actually scored because Memphis, I don't know, despite having an incredible attacking set of stats, hasn't scored. How they apparently had 3 clear-cut chances. Well, about that, they only had 2 shots on target. So, and again, one of them was in the last minute. But yeah, 26 shots and 1 goal. And we were losing 2-1, and they only had 1 shot on target. It was just an absolute piss take. Yeah, player ratings. I don't know. Well, Guzan obviously did incredibly. Carlos Sanchez, who just got sent off in the World Cup, did quite well. Delph did quite well. So basically, they ran the midfield. I played a reasonably strong squad, maybe not the strongest, and this is where I get punished with my squad rotation. So the likes of Bazoa, Kolalunga, maybe not top-end defenders, Tielemans, maybe not top-end, and yeah, expected more from the front too. Brought on Balotelli to try and storm the game, but no, Maya had a negative impact. So yeah, unfortunate, but a loss in the league, which we'd been doing so well, only losing to Chelsea. Right, no, I keep it non-spoily. So yeah, lost to Aston Villa. We then bounced back against Swansea. Carlos Baiano getting goals 2 minutes apart. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. And we were able to avoid any of the pitfalls of the usual sort of conceding a penalty or someone getting sent off. 1-1 draw with Newcastle. Boo, boo. They scored with their first shot on target. Of course they did. I was absolutely dominating the game, peppering their goal with shots. But none of them went in, and the front two again played badly. So it seems I can create all the chances I like, but if the front two play badly, then I'm basically stuffed. Newcastle, no clear-cut chances. Us, no clear-cut chances. We were just hammering them from long range. It was incredibly frustrating. They got a goal, and then we kind of had to work back from there. Didn't brought on Balotelli again to try and have an impact when I'm resting him. I still keep him on the bench because he's absolutely on fire. But on this case, again, the fire was merely embers. But yeah, like nearly three times the number of shots of them, but still almost exactly the same as on target as they got. So irritating stuff. Another 2 points dropped. Oh my god, I'm so bad at scrolling. I was going to try and do it gently. Right, 4-0 win against Roma. Dominant. Kennedy even gets goals in Europe. It's mad. He's not even any good. Well, he's good. He's got a little cheeky face as well. Look at him. So Brazilian. What's he got a nose strip on for? Idiot. Might call him nose strip, but I quite like the name Kennedy, so fair. Balotelli scored another 2. When he starts, he scores. Carlos Baiano played really well. I believe he got a couple of assists and a goal. Martin Skrtel played a terrible game, got substituted off. Fabulous. Even though he's amazing, I bet he still has a great average rating. Yeah, of course he does. Well, okay, internationally, not domestically, but so he suffered. Lovren suffered. Skrtel suffered. All of these players suffering from leaving Liverpool, which makes me laugh. Again, they didn't deserve a goal. They didn't create enough, and we had lots and lots of chances. So that was good. Right, so Roma, this is moving us into November. We then, straight after our European game, no European hangover, we smashed Man City 3-1. Again, penalty, concede a penalty, lovely job, do that all the time, create lots of chances, don't get any of them on target, do that, but the ones that went on target went in today. So we were quite almost lucky to have got that many goals. But there were four clear-cut chances, so actually clearly we did enough. We should have won the game. We did win the game. This Man City team are of the vintage that Bakary Sagna is actually like a fairly amazing player. They've brought in a left back called Johnny. But yeah, Touré's amazing. Aguero's amazing. They've got a lot of good players. Dzeko, Abubakar. Yeah, they bought Abubakar. I've missed out on a few players who were on my shortlist. Vincent Abubakar was one of those. He's incredible. He's great at finishing. His physical stats are unbelievable. He's even quite good in the air, quite good at long shots. Mentally very good. Anticipation is high. That sort of thing. Even a good work rate. So I was trying to get him for less than the 22 million, and there's a load of add-ons that takes it up to about 30 million. So I was trying to get him for a lot less than the 30 million that Man City paid for him, but that was not to be. They've nabbed him, but much good did it do them because I beat them 3-1. So right, what was next? We then had a nice gap. There was an international break. We came back. A lot of our players were knackered, but we beat Everton. So this was an interesting game because Everton actually had more shots. Romelu Lukaku broke an hours-long goal-scoring duck. I'm not sure how many he's gone to score since. Not that many. But yeah, of course he broke his duck against Liverpool. But we edged it here. I don't know if the stats have anything further to say. We still created obviously we created a good amount of chances, but we were more clinical, and we did hit the woodwork once. So maybe that's maybe showing that we had the better of it. Hendo ran the midfield like a good one. What a hero he is, kind of. We'll see. Pione Sisto played he's actually playing for Denmark at the World Cup. This was one of the players on my shortlist. He is obviously, again, very good, very physically able, great dribbling, great long shots, not great passing, but still good vision, great determination, little bit mentally weak maybe with the decisions and concentration, but quite clearly an outstanding player, a wonder kid, and 4.8 million was his release fee clause. But I've got Sterling, I've got the likes of Lozano, Tielemans on the right. So would he really fit? No, I didn't sign him. Bloody Everton did. I was getting fed up with this. However, much good did it do them. We beat them. Ha, good. Right, so this was, at that point, we were on top of Group D by quite some way. I had, I think, I rested a few players, so you can see that John Flanagan played. John Flanagan, who threw an absolute fit a while ago, is really annoying. I don't know if he's still annoyed. Oh no, funnily enough, he's calmed down. He told me he wanted first team football. I was like, no, son. He was like, right, I'm going to the senior players in the squad. You can't do this to me. But wow. And I was like, mate, you need to be a professional footballer. And he was like, you've dealt with this appallingly. And I was like, well, you can talk to all the senior players you like in the under-21s because you're going to be playing some reserve football. And so he's in the reserves. He's still in my Champions League team because he is a homegrown Liverpool product. But yeah, whatever, John, you absolute loser. We went through that game. Lucas Badger, hey, got sent off. There we go. They missed a penalty, which I thought was a relief, but it was also kind of funny. Wabi Kazri, Tunisia's star. Anyway, also Ayman Abdenour, is he Tunisia? Yeah, he was good. We then went on to beat Blackburn 2-0. Jonathan Cagliari scored his first goal. He was brought in. He had amazing potential. I'm sure, his potential has dropped off completely. There's been, it seemed in about November, I was looking at my players again and just coming across the fact that a lot of them seem to have dropped off massively. And so I did a bit of a scouting mission, went out and scouted all these players. And it just seemed like, that there was a trigger in the game that killed off a lot of players' potential, so that only the very top kind of remain as potential 5-star players. So when I bought him, it was 3.5 stars definitely, 4.5 stars maybe, with the kind of black star at the end. So he's gone straight down to 2.5 stars. That's the top of his potential. I only bought him for 3.5 million. There was a big agent's fee, unfortunately, because he owned part of him. He's only got a little bit better, but he's fulfilled his potential, allegedly. I'm a little bit fed up about that. I'll show you the depth of my squad and how much that's killed off a lot of the potential. But anyway, a satisfying 2-0 win against Blackburn. We then, yes, the 1st of December, not the 1st of April, the 1st of December, we beat Tottenham Hotspurs 8-1. This is a good vintage of Tottenham team. Like, Lloris is great. Even Fazio, he's slow, but he's like really good. He's not that good, but Chiriches, oh, who knows? He's quite good as well. Dembele is amazing. Eric Lamela is even good. Eriksson is great. And Kane is obviously rather good as well. But they all played appallingly, and I just literally was so funny. We put so many, and even I eased off after 60 minutes, and then Gerson stuck one right in the top corner, and it was like, oh man, this is a funny game. We managed in this case to create our 3 clear-cut chances and 1 off the woodwork, which would usually be, maybe a goal, maybe 2 goals, into 8 goals. So we're absolutely clinical. Balotelli was a huge part of that. He was unbelievable. Baiano scored after 3 minutes. It's a brilliant game. What a game. I should have recorded it. It would have been amazing, but, that's fine. Then we recovered, and that was only 3 days after the Blackburn win. We recovered. We beat Fulham 2-1. There was a bit of a reserve team going on. They did score their first shot on target. Bingo. But we managed to recover. We did struggle a bit. I was like, this Fulham team look absolutely crap. They've got an aging Scott Parker. Jermaine Defoe's always worth a goal, and then he scored his goal, and I was like, oh, come on, he wasn't worth that much of a goal. We did, I felt 4 clear-cut chances, 1 off the woodwork, 2 goals. So more chances than when we beat Liverpool 8-1. But there you go. So yeah, good stuff from my team. We lost to Real Madrid in the last game of the group, but guess what? We'd already won the group. So ha ha ha, laughing all the way to the bank. John Flanagan, I might actually click this and see how it shows. I'm not 100%, and am I going to regret this? Well, we'll find out. But if it just goes really, really quick, we'll just watch it like this. This is fine. So John Flanagan teed it back to him, stuck it right in the top corner. What a goal that was! So yeah, that was the first goal he scored. But then Ronaldo just did his Ronaldo-y job. Actually, their goals. Let's just watch some of their goals because they were. Yeah, Goretzka passes it back to Saul, who was absolutely surrounded by Real Madrid players. Amazing job. Then I think Danny Carvajal. There was more ridiculous defending. Oh no, that was just fine. Benzema's goal must have been more ridiculous defending. So yeah, we got that, and just Flanagan making up for his early good play. So really, we shouldn't have even lost that game, but we did. But I didn't care because we still beat Real Madrid in the group. So Group D ended up, if we can see the group stage, let's have a look at Group D, you moron. Yeah, so Real Madrid won that last game, but I'd already dicked on everyone else basically, and yeah, it was just happy days. So I finished top of the group. I don't know if you saw there. Unfortunately, we've much good did that do us because we got drawn against Juventus. So that game is coming up. Juventus are obviously amazing. They've won the Serie A a lot, even in game. And yeah, they got the likes of Paul Pogba and Schneider, Tevez, Pirlo, Vidal, Lichtsteiner, Barzagli, Buffon, Chiellini, Asamoah. He's actually awesome. Llorente, yeah. So basically, they've got good. Marquisio's even down here. Evra, Quintero's great on this game. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to playing them already. Bloody hell. So yes, right. We're getting closer and closer to where we are. This is where I went to play a game late at night and just went on an absolute terrible. So yeah, Lucas Badger got sent off. We got someone sent off. Hurrah! We still managed to hit quite good chances. 3 clear-cut chances. This time, not turning into 8 goals, but turning into 1 goal. Disappoint. And yeah, kind of some people play kind of crap. Coutinho played kind of crap. Gerson, who's actually amazing, played kind of crap. Romagnoli, who's fairly good. But again, whenever I play Bazoa in defence, you know it's going to go bad. Ravel Morrison got man of the match. Like, fucking this guy, anyone remember him? Yeah, former Man United youth player, one of the most gifted 16, 17-year-olds that anyone's ever seen. I think now he plays for some Mexican second division team, if my memory serves in real life. Yeah, fed up. And it was a 90th minute goal. Fed up. But yeah, another couple of points dropped. Then this was when the rage started. Yeah, lost 1-0 to Tottenham. They had 2 shots on target. 90th minute goal. Jordan Ibe, former Liverpool player, coming back to bite us. Aaron Lennon got man of the match with a 7.4, which is appalling. Basically, it was just a crappy game. Yeah, I hit the post twice, like, for God's sake, and they scored in the 90th minute. So I'm out of the League Cup quarter-final. My board don't care anyway, but I wanted to retain it, really. So yeah, annoyed. Then, went and bloody lost to Hull. Oh, they scored with their first shot on target. We had a player sent off. Double bingo! Balotelli played appallingly. Lozano weren't any good. Fucking Robertson got man of the match. Of course, fucking hell. But yeah, my substitutes could do nothing. My old team could do bloody nothing. They had 2 clear-cut chances even, and I could do bugger all. I had the majority of the possession. This is why, actually, my board want me to play possession football. I don't really play possession football. And they keep getting on at me about it. And it's like, well, I had the majority of possession there and I lost 1-0. Morons. Actually, I feel like this episode is going to be so long we're not going to be able to play a game. But then I bounced back. I played a really strong team against Southampton because I was just fucking fed up. So then, yeah, we had 35 shots. They had one on target. Still could have won the game 2-1, obviously. Balotelli on fire again. 5 clear-cut chances. We hit the woodwork. We smashed 19 on target. Average rating of 8.21. Brilliant stuff. Mamana played amazingly. He's one of the players who have dropped. He's gone from 5 stars to just about 2-3 stars. Like, come on, game, sort yourself out. Baiano with another couple of assists. He's a genius. But yeah, that was happy days, and that brings us to the game I was going to play today against high flying. Oh, well, bugger me, they were high flying. They were 6th a minute ago. No longer high flying Stoke. They're doing fairly well. I was going to play this game, but I'll just show you a few more things. So that's been the last kind of 3 months of activity. As you can see, an absolute horrible run there. I didn't mind that. I almost didn't mind that, but then it started. It was like getting to me a bit. We've got, we'll have the Stoke game. We'll play a good team against Leicester because Leicester are quite good as well. Don't know what kind of season they're having. Terrible, right? Okay, well that's fine then. Then we've got Bolton, who I'll play the kiddies against, and then Man United, who I'll have to play the adults against, and then we'll just go from there. Right, what other things did I want to show you? I think actually this. So let's have assistance reports potential. So some of these is so annoying, and some of my guys out on loan as well. Like I don't know, should I include the under 21s? Is that good? Yeah. So Timo Horn was previously 5-star keeper, now 3-star keeper. Koval was a 4-star keeper, is now a 3-star keeper. Liali was a 4-star keeper, now a 2.5-star keeper. Kind of getting on my nerves. And yeah, same with the defence really. So right, there's all the youthies that are still going to be really good. Vallejo, I've completely buggered up Vallejo, by the way, a previous absolute hero of Charlton homegrown talent. I sent him away on loan. I thought as long as it's before they turn 19, they still got the year of, when you're 19, 20, 21, that's still 3 years of homegrown goodness. But basically I fucked up, so I sent him out to Blackburn in the Premier League as well, and he was playing reasonably well. And he's now only going to be nationally homegrown rather than Liverpool homegrown, but that's fine. But he's going to be amazing, so I'm going to send him out on loan again when it comes to the January transfer window. Who else has dropped off? Because it's so irritating. So Kondogbia's down here, Mamana's down here. These guys, Colalungo, I bought him as a 5-star centre back. He's now a 3.5-star centre back. Same with Romagnoli. Same with Bazoa. Bloody spent 9 million on this prick, and now he's 3.5 stars. But what I'm thinking is it's just the game redefining what is a 5-star player and who isn't a 5-star player. We've still got some good ones. But yeah, the kind of the guys that have dropped off for me are quite like Kennedy used to be 5 stars, Jers and Malcolm. Some of these guys out on loan. But it's the 3.5 that really gets me. Like 4 stars or 5 stars, I'm happy with. Casquetch, I bought him in as 4.5. Lozano was a 5. Neves was a 5. Kranovic was a 4. Barbosa was a 4. Now he's a 3. What the hell is going on here? Just so annoying. But yeah, and I'm sure the pattern will be the same with my attackers. Maybe less so. Yeah, Fernandez has gone out and not done that well, so I understand why his potential may have reduced. But yeah, Vidal has not done anything wrong. But yeah, then there's the likes of Baiano who've gone towards fulfilling their potential and are playing absolutely stunningly. So I tell you, yeah, it will be good to see the squad and the selection information. Just to see Balotelli's been absolutely unbelievable. We got put on world golden ball list or something. I don't think he won it. I'm not really sure. Baiano should get some sort of award for 17 goals, 18 goals in 17 starts. Balotelli's got grumpy as well. Of course, I thought me and him were having a thing. I was praising him. He was quite happy. Seemed to be responding well, as you can see. Delighted with Sam Hamburger's comments. But then he was like, "Yeah, I want to go to Bayern," and I was like, "Well, if they meet your valuation," and I was like, 100 million, and he was like, "Nah, I want you to give me a contract with a minimum fee release clause," and I was like, "No, the contract is up to me. You've just signed a new one, you knob. It goes to 2020. Good luck with that." And he was like, "No, you don't understand how modern football works." And I was like, "You don't understand, shush, pal." And he didn't like that, so he's getting grumpy. But I want to keep him because he's awesome. There've been a few of my little experiments haven't really worked. So Kranovit I wanted to bring in and send out on loan. That hasn't really worked. Also down here, he hasn't played a game because he's annoying. Jesse is a good player, but he's been really whingy. I haven't managed to get him out on loan, so I'm taking that 56 grand a week hit. And also he's, kind of an unhappy player, so my squad harmony is going down a little bit. If I can get him out either on loan or sell him, I will. He's worth 8 million. I think I bought him for 3. I was hoping to develop him and sell him for more, but there you go. Konopi Lianka's just come back from injury. I'll probably sell him as well. 17. Hopefully if I can get more, that would be grand. He's not done anything wrong. He just got injured and didn't really play, and I don't need him. And this is literally what I brought him to the club to do, so that's fine. We'll look to be flexible. These players who aren't getting enough games and aren't playing well enough. Gabriel Jesus, I like him. His stats are getting better, but he still hasn't bloody scored. It's a problem. So that's frustrating. But yeah, I might send out a few of them who aren't, like Bazoa. I feel like he's potentially really good. I mean, his potential has obviously dropped off a lot, but I don't mind him not being quite that homegrown player anymore. He can still be a nation-grown player, and get him out. Dragovic wants to go. Juve and Real were interested in him a little while ago, but now they're not. But he's still a bit annoyed. So there could be Colalongo's actually played quite well, but I might send him out because he's not going to be homegrown ever, and he needs to get first-team experience. So there might be some changes in January. Talking of changes in January, there will be a couple of people coming in. I've clearly not learnt my lesson of Jesse, who is unhappy and unplayed. I've brought in Morata for what might be a total of 2 million up front, but 2.4 million overall, because he was on the transfer list at Juve. He's big, he's quick, he can finish. Mentally, he's okay. And for some reason his balance is terrible, but he's a European striker, so whatever. I figure that £2 million investment will be a good one as he comes in. Hopefully I can send him out somewhere. If not, he'll sit on the reserves and get unhappy, and then I can carve in that sort of fee for him. He's even played well in game for Juve, but they don't like him. But yeah, stuff like that is what I'm looking to capitalise on. And then I've also signed Abdelak Nouri, simply because as everyone else's potential has been dropping off so massively, his hasn't. He doesn't feel comfortable in big matches, and that's not quite the kind of player that I wanted. But I tell you what, if he's going to be world class, then he might just be worth it. And I'm willing to be flexible in my approach and get him in. Obviously, he's very flexible across the midfield, very technically able, great passing, great vision. So I'll be looking to come in and develop that sort of thing. That's 2.5 million up front, 6 million and a bit overall. And yeah, obviously the rest of them are just all the youngers. So yeah, some success. Out of the Capital One, doing pretty well in the league, but there are those those kind of really annoying inconsistencies, which is what I'm trying to get out of, which is what I'm trying to develop the team to get out of. You can see that we've been first for bits and bobs, so maybe we'll come out there or thereabouts. We've got Juve to look forward to in the first knockout round. I maybe do not anticipate getting to the semis again. But I tell you what, I've been talking for quite a long time now. and I've shown you lots and lots that have happened in my game. I haven't really done one of these for a while. So yeah, I think I will leave it there. So I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful insight. I'll just show you that Balotelli is now favoured personnel, and he fucking wants to leave. What a dickhead. Anyway, on that absolute bombshell, I hope you've enjoyed the video. This has been the Anfield Boot Room, and I'll make another video sometime soon. Okay, bye.